This is the BSC Football Review with head coach Eddie Garfinkel. An inside look at Birmingham Southern football. The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power, always on. America's first federal credit union, refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue, ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly, we'll see you at the pig. Limbaugh Toyota, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale, providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine, performance medicine at its best. Welcome into the Birmingham Southern Football Review. I'm Landrum Roberts, now being joined by head football coach Eddie Garfinkel. And Coach, we're here on the quad at beautiful Birmingham Southern College, the clock tower behind us. Beautiful day today, and it was a beautiful day on Saturday as well.
Yeah, it was. Saturday was a good day. You know, we found a way to win a football game, and always, it's a good feeling, especially the way we started earlier in the year, 0-4, and our guys have hung in there, and so the victory was a good feeling.
I know we've talked about it before, but I'm just continually amazed every home game at the support, the attendance, and the game day atmosphere at Panther Stadium here on the campus of BSC.
You know, it's interesting because I have friends that are big Alabama-Auburn fans, and they go to the Alabama-Auburn games, and then they always talk about how, well, I'm going to come watch y'all play, and every one of them that comes, and the feedback afterwards is it's the most fun they've had a football game in a long time, and it just is. We have great fan support, the parents. We've been playing exciting football, and so it's just pure football. Our guys play hard, the other teams play hard, so it's a lot of fun to watch.
Not only as the head coach, but as the defensive coordinator, you knew you were going to have your hands full with their offense, and it's the tack that they like to spread the ball around and really throw it. The week before, they put up a lot of numbers over Hendricks. Their quarterback was named Southern Athletic Association Player of the Week offensively, and they did. They came out, and they made no bones about it early in the game. They were going to throw the football around.
Right. You know, that's one thing. We've been pretty good against the run this year and suspect against the pass. And we pretty much, shut their running game down for the most part, so they completely went all through the air. And our guys did a good job of handling that. We controlled the pass. We had one long pass. And the big thing is we came out and hit the receivers early, and that's how you stop teams like that, control the passing game by not giving up big plays in the passing game and hitting the receivers when they make catches, and that's what we did. So real proud of our defensive guys, the way they stood in there and did some good things.
Barry's opening offensive possession, I think it was indicative of the way that your defense was going to play all afternoon. They get down in the red zone, and it was pretty red, and they had a shot to go in, but yet the defense stood up, forcing the field goal try. Eventually, Barry missing the field goal. And another player of the week from last year, last week, he was named the D3 football team of the week punter for the entire country and place kicker for the entire country. He was 8 for 8, a 22-yard chippy, and he missed it there on the opening drive.
Well, and that's one thing that really the big thing that we've improved on defensively is our red zone defense, and we still got to get better. But kind of earlier in the year was automatic touchdown, and our goal is to hold our opponents to 60% of the time field goal or less, and we did that on Saturday, and that was the difference in the football game.
So Barry comes away with no points. Then your offense starts clicking and putting some drives together, especially the first touchdown drive. Joe Moe takes it in from 5 yards out.
Yeah, you know, our offense is doing a really good job of you know, controlling the football and doing things that Mickey can do. You know, we're running the ball consistently and hitting the short passing game. We're pretty consistent there, and so we put together some pretty good drives. But one thing that we're doing is we're kind of hurting ourselves with penalties, and we definitely can score a lot more points offensively. But you know, again, we did a good job of putting the ball in the end zone when we needed to.
Thought the wide receiver play, especially the blocking on the perimeter, that was a key to freeing up some running lanes for not only Joe Moultrie but also Samir Usman.
Yes, sir. Samir and Joe both had good games, and our wide receivers, you know, they've done a good job overall for most of the year blocking and taking pride and all that type of thing. So, like I said, overall, our offense is a tough offense to stop, and when we execute, it's pretty potent.
Well, Hagan Mancuso had a big field goal there in the second half. You got 3 points, a 31-yarder. You had a 35-yarder last week versus Millsaps, so that was good to see. And also there in that second half, in the third quarter especially, your defense, they had their backs to the wall, but they continually made plays and got stops.
Well, the biggest thing was our third down efficiency, and we were 80% on third down, so we were able to get off the field, and Barry was not able to sustain drive. So that was the big difference for us in the football game, was our third down efficiency on defense, and even fourth down. You know, there were 1 or 2 on fourth down, so that was the difference in the ball game as well.
I thought Connor Shannon had a good game at times, rushing the passer. He had 2 sacks for 20 yards, tackle for loss. That's always big. Peyton Gaines, I thought he was solid there for the most part in the middle. And, of course, Wesley Hansard, the defensive end, he came up with some big plays as well.
Right. Those 3 guys do a good job, you know, and they rush the passer well, and that was big. That was big for us in the game. And of course, the whole defense, secondary-wise, did some really good things in coverage, and we did have some coverage pressures and coverage sacks. So overall, it was a good defense performance.
All right, Birmingham Southern, a winner over Barry, 23-17 here on Saturday. The Panthers move to second place in the Southern Athletic Association behind Center. They move to 3-1. When we come back, we'll have our top 5 Panther plays of the game. That and much more as the BSC Football Review continues right after this.
All right, come on in. You'll try the Pepsi Challenge with us today?
Yes. You just tell us which side you like better. Okay.
I like that one better.
You like that side better? The Pepsi side.
Who wants to try the Pepsi Challenge? Come on over. Do I have this side better?
That is a Pepsi. Pepsi.
And you're from Atlanta?
I'm from Atlanta.
You're going to go home and spread the word that...
You're going to go home and hide. Pepsi tasted better.
At Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers, we believe in service.
Maintenance service, tire service, repair service,
And most importantly, customer service.
We believe in treating our customers with respect and integrity while offering all the services you need for your car.
most of all, at Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers,
we believe in keeping cars on the road, keeping families safe,
and keeping you coming back whenever the need arises.
This is big. Limbaugh Toyota's Big Time Savings Event. 17,888 buys Camry. Yes, Camry. Now 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Big time savings now at Limbaugh Toyota. Camry. Only 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Don't wait. Savings this big won't last long at Limbaugh Toyota. Exit 120 off I-59 West.
We supply over 44,000 square miles of Alabama with electricity every day. We're there no matter what, because our state needs us. And more importantly, you need us. We're dedicated to keeping your power flowing even in the face of extreme weather or even more extreme federal mandates. Dedication. That's how we bring power to Alabama. Alabama Power. Always on.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts once again being joined by head football coach Eddie Garfinkel. And now, Coach, it's time for our top 5 Panther Plays of the Game, which we bring you every single week. And our number 5 Panther Play of the Game was this Michael Cowan 75-yard punt return.
To punt it away. Good punt by Blanchard. Cowan fields it at the 15. Cowan with some room. Cowan has a wall. There goes Michael Cowan. He's got one man to beat, and it's Blanchard. Cowan down the sideline, a big return, no flags down on the field, and Birmingham Southern with excellent field position.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, our return team has done a good job, and we had a great job on the double team, and then we had some big hits and good blocks and good clean blocks as Mike went down the sideline and you know, got the ball down the 10-yard line. Again, unfortunately, we had a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which knocked us back to the 1st and 10, 25, but we wound up scoring a touchdown after that return anyway.
Speaking of which, our number 4 Panther Play of the Game was this Joel Moultrie touchdown run.
Moultrie on the carry. Moultrie gets to the outside. Joe Moultrie got a block from Michael Cowan. Joe Moultrie, he's going in. Touchdown, 16-yard touchdown run. The senior from Huffman High School, and the Panthers add to their lead. It's 13-0, 13:06 to play here in the second quarter.
You know, one thing that people are having a hard time defending, you know, we run our zone plays, which are more inside zone, and then we run our speed options and our buck sweep, and that's what that was, our buck sweep play, and Joe did a good job of getting it outside, and our offensive line and our receivers did a good job of blocking.
Our number 3 Panther Play of the Game was this Mickey Courtney touchdown throw to Colby Crossfield.
Takes the handoff to Moultrie. Courtney looking downfield, gonna throw it. Crossfield is there! Touchdown Panthers! 40-yard touchdown strike, Mickey Courtney to Colby Crossfield. And the Panthers add to their 13-7 lead. It's now 19-7.
You know, one thing, again, that our philosophy offensively is we're going to run the football, and then when people start ganging up in the run and biting, and we notice in film that Barry does bite on play action pretty good, and did a good job of throwing a play action pass for a touchdown.
Our number 2 Panther Play of the Game was this LaPrentice gun hit on a Barry wide receiver that set the tone for the Panther defense.
One thing we do every Monday is we give individual player recognition, and we have a big hit award, and I think LaPrentice and Devontae Smith, both of them got big hits for hits on receivers this week, and that was big. We set the tone early, and we've got to continue to do that against teams that throw the football.
Our top Panther Play of the Game was this run by sophomore tailback Samir Usman.
First down. Pitch out to Usman. Usman got a block. Samir Usman down the near sideline. Usman hurdles a man. Usman still on his feet. Mark that one down. Put it on the highlight reel. Samir Usman.
You know, Samir is really running hard and gaining a lot of confidence, and he's gotten better and better each game, and he's tough to really bring down, and you know, in this particular one he hurdles some defenders, and you know, like I said, he gets a lot of yards after contact.
Our Panthers' best of the best was the defense's goal line stand.
Hand off to Tuggle. Tuggle dropped behind the line of scrimmage. LaPrentice Gunn, the senior from Alexander City, comes up with the big play for the Panther D. Play lost a yard. Third down. Ball on the 5-yard line. Barry needs to get to the 2. Jackson, plenty of time to throw. He's being pressured. He's going down. Connor Shannon has been back there all day. And that time, Shannon brings down the quarterback, Dale Jackson, and a huge play defensively.
You know, one thing that we've done better defensively is the red zone, and we had a 2nd and 1 down there inside the 10-yard line, and we stopped them on 2 consecutive downs and forced them to kick a field goal, which they missed, so it was no points, and that's our goal. 60% of the time they're down there, hold them to a field goal or less, and so that was the difference in the game.
Another one of our Panther best of the best plays was punter Hagan Mancuso with this 71-yard punt, a new Birmingham Southern record.
You know, we were backed up inside our 3-yard line. Usually we call tight punt, but we had our normal punt alignment because we noticed they were going to return it. And basically, Hagan just got to get it out, one-step it. And, you know, great time to get a 71-yard punt. It flipped the field. And then we had some exchanges back and forth with a couple punts, and we wound up setting up our second touchdown off of that long punt.
Well, those are this week's top 5 Panther plays of the game, as well as the best of the best. When we come back, earlier in the day, we had a chance to sit down with Birmingham Southern Athletic Director Joe Dean Jr. That and more coming your way next as the Birmingham Southern Football Review continues right after this.
Southeast Urgent Care, located in Fultondale, Alabama, is owned and operated by former BSC baseball player and alumnus Dr. Paul Roberts. Dr. Roberts is board certified in emergency medicine and has over 10 years' experience in the busiest emergency rooms in Alabama. Dr. Roberts and his staff are able to provide high-quality medical care in a state-of-the-art facility with digital x-ray and on-site lab testing. Southeast Urgent Care is able to provide the care you want at the time you need and with a friendly attitude that will make you feel like you're not just another patient.
With the new mobile deposit feature through the America's First banking app, depositing a check is easier than posting a latte pic. Just photograph the check, confirm the amount, and send. Best of all, mobile deposit is free at America's First Federal Credit Union.
Hey, I'm Hayden Shelton. I'm from Luverne, Alabama. I went to Luverne High School, and I play left tackle on the offensive line. The offensive line really just tries to work harder than anybody else out there on the field every day at practice and in the game. We're just a group of hardcore guys, and we just get things done. Yeah, on that play, we really dominated the defensive line and cleared everybody out of Joe's pass so he could have an easy walk into the end zone. When any lineman sees a running back giving that sort of effort, especially Samir, he's always hurdling people. It just really amps us up and gets us going and makes us want to block even harder. Really, what we've been trying to do this whole year is just get the run down pat, and so we, as an O-line, have had to do a lot of run blocking. But I like pass blocking. It's probably my favorite. This last road game as a senior is going to be exciting. Hopefully we're going to get up there and just beat Rhodes, and it's going to be a fun trip.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. We are now being joined by the outstanding athletic director here at Birmingham Southern College, Mr. Joe Dean Jr. Joe, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Landrum. I like the word outstanding. Very well done.
Well, it's fitting. You do an outstanding job
Thank you much.
Here on the Hilltop. First of all, Saturday.
Yep.
Can't think of a better way for you to spend your birthday. Beautiful day for football here on the Hilltop.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. You know, the setting here at Birmingham Southern for college football is just really spectacular, and it was Saturday. We've had a great homecoming 3 weeks ago when we beat Swanee here. Had a record crowd, over 3,500 people. So it's a lot of fun. Football has really added a lot to the total experience and ambiance of the college here. And I think our alums, our faculty, staff, everybody really enjoys the Saturday afternoons, and we can participate in the great game of college football.
Joe, every year we like to sit down with you and get a state of the athletics program here at Birmingham Southern College, not only for football, but all of your athletic teams here on the Hilltop.
Well, it's been great. You know, I think more than anything else, we are very proud of the quality of the student athletes that we have on this campus. The men and women that play on our 22 sports teams are of the highest quality. They're outstanding students. As a matter of fact, in the 2013-14 academic year, the 450 plus student athletes on this campus collectively had over a 3.0 grade point average. That tells you about their sense of dedication, not only on the athletic fields and courts, but in the classroom. They want to be successful in everything they do, and it carries over into all areas of their life. So we're very proud of that. And then last year, of our 20 teams that compete in both men and women's sports, 15 of those teams finished in the upper half of the Southern Athletic Association. 3 won conference championship. Of course, women's swimming in their second year of existence won the championship at Crossplex down here in Western Birmingham. The softball team won the tournament championship, and then the baseball team made it to the NCAA regionals for the second time in the last 3 years. So we've got outstanding programs across the board. They all expect to compete for the conference championship and opportunities to play in the national tournaments with the NCAA, and we like the fact that we're a program of excellence, and we've got great coaches and outstanding student athletes.
Well, describe overall the importance of having a well-rounded athletics program, not only for prospective student athletes, but also prospective students who just want to come to college here at Birmingham Southern.
There's no question, Landrum. I mean, we teach at Birmingham Southern in the classroom and in the athletic arena the fact that if you're going to be successful in life, you've got to dedicate yourself, you've got to work hard, you have to be a good teammate, and those qualities and those values are what are going to make these young men and women successful when they graduate and move on into their respective communities. So yes, we expect them to do well in the classroom, they expect that, but we also want to compete as hard as we can on the fields and the courts and have a chance to compete for a conference championship and to get some national recognition for Birmingham Southern by going to the NCAA playoffs. And all of our coaches are committed to that. And the student athletes come here because they know they have a chance to get a ring from General Krulak if they win that conference championship.
Well, mentioning General Krulak, how great is it as an athletics director to have a president like the General who puts such an emphasis and importance not only in education,
right,
but he's at almost every single event that he can make, and he really enjoys it, you can tell.
Yeah, he's the only president in the country that got a yellow card last year at a women's lacrosse match. But General Krulak has been a godsend for Birmingham Southern. Birmingham Southern, we went through some tough times about 4 or 5 years ago. He came here at just the right time in the history of Birmingham Southern College when we needed strong leadership, and he has provided unbelievable leadership for this campus, pulling everybody together, moving in the right direction. And then to your point, he loves athletics. He was an athlete himself. He says he was good. I don't know if he was, but seriously, he's on the fields at the football games, soccer, lacrosse. He's on the front row of basketball and volleyball and softball, and he's just, the students just absolutely love him. He's in the library at midnight during exam week passing out chocolate chip cookies to the kids. And oh, by the way, he's in his senior year, Landrum, his 4th year as our president. He's yet to take a salary. You talk about a man who's dedicated and committed to the young people at this college. That's General Krulak. He's been incredible.
All right, let's bring it back full circle, getting back to football. Next year, the Southern Athletic Association, we welcome 2 new members to the conference, WashU, right there in the St. Louis area, and of course the University of Chicago.
Yeah, 2 of the top academic schools in America. When you're talking about Washington University, my father-in-law is a graduate of Washington University in St. Louis, WashU as we call it. And then of course the University of Chicago, everybody's very aware of the strength of that school academically. Those schools play in a conference that's more of a national liberal arts conference with Emory and Carnegie Mellon, Case Western, Rochester, schools like that. But there are only 4 football schools in that conference. So 2 of the schools, Chicago and WashU, applied to participate in our conference, the Southern Athletic Association, as football members only. Very excited about that. It gives us 9 football schools starting in the fall of 15, which means every school in football will play 8 conference games, 4 at home, 4 away. It's a perfect number. We'll continue to play LaGrange and Huntington as our non-conference games. So as long as everything stays the way it is, our schedule will be set for many years, and we're excited about that. They bring a lot to our conference, and they're very good football schools, very good athletic programs. WashU is one of the top athletic programs in Division III, so it's going to add a lot to the SAA.
Well, Joe Dean, congratulations on all your success here at Birmingham Southern College, and we really appreciate you joining us here today.
Landry, thank you, and we appreciate what you do for us. You're kind of the voice and the media face of the Birmingham Southern Panthers and Eagle Productions, who does a tremendous job. We appreciate all that very much.
Well, I'm honored and love doing it.
Okay.
All right, the Birmingham Southern Football Review continues right after this.
Back in 1958, Big Daddy John Bishop opened Dreamland Barbecue with his signature recipe for sauce and hickory fire grilled ribs. And that legendary taste and recipe have remained unchanged for over half a century. Dreamland now serves everything from ribs to pulled pork and chicken to sausage links and still uses that famous sauce. Come in as customers and leave as family at Dreamland. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Coach Garfinkel, big one coming up this weekend. You travel to Memphis, Tennessee to take on Rhodes, the Lynx, a team that you beat here last year on homecoming, blocking a last-second field goal. And this is huge as far as the Southern Athletic Association standings. Your team standing at 3-1. Rhodes, they got knocked off last week in Danville, Kentucky to Center. They're now at 2-1. So you have sole possession of second place. But going up there, it's always a challenge, and they've got a very good football team.
You know, it's going to be quite a challenge, and we're the only team last year to beat them in our conference, and they wound up beating, you know, Millsaps for the conference championship last year and at home, and they beat Center last year at home pretty handily. Millsaps last year at home handily. They play well at home. They have not lost a game in a couple years at home, so we've got quite a challenge, and we're going to have to really, really improve this week and clean up all the mistakes from last Saturday to have even a chance on this Saturday.
Best of luck to you, Coach, on Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Landry.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Special thanks to everyone here at Birmingham Southern College. Until next week, so long, everybody. The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi. Always refreshing. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power. Always on. America's first federal credit union. Refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly. We'll see you at the Pig. Limbaugh Toyota. Home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale. Providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine. Performance medicine at its best.